Yo, what up YouTube, what up boxing fans? E-King Fight News here, and Jim Lampley, post-fight to Bradley Marquez, gave his thoughts, along with Roy Jones, on the scoring of the fight. And, Roy Jones basically broke it down in terms of how there's different types of judges, and some judges might favor big punchers, while other judges might fare sort of either more accurate or more volume, accuracy versus volume, and whether outworking your opponent matters more than landing bigger punches, right? So Tim Bradley clearly outworked Marquez. You can look at the punch stats, clearly outworked him, clearly outlanded him, and threw nearly 100 more punches. So that's not the question. The question is, did Marquez do enough with one punch at a time to win 7 rounds? One judge thought he did, which is absolutely ridiculous, because most people look at Brian Vera versus Chavez Jr. as a robbery, and that was a fight where Chavez Jr. got completely outworked by the faster guy with slightly better boxing technique and skill. Bradley did the same thing. So listen to Jim Lampley go on and on, right, about this.
Well, he gets the win that he wanted once again, and you hear the crowd's response, which tells you that Bradley didn't do anything to enhance his popularity, at least with this group. Harold Letterman said it was an easy fight for him to score. I didn't necessarily feel that way. I thought that a lot of those rounds were close and probably very difficult to score. Were you surprised by the split decision?
No, I really wasn't surprised by the split decision, because after looking at the numbers too and thinking about the way we saw it, power punches sometimes and scoring punches are a matter of opinion. Some judges like power shots, some judges like boxing. It all depends on what that particular judge likes as to who they'll give that round to. So in some rounds, Brandon landed more punches, but maybe Marquez landed the bigger punches. Some judges would have a problem with that. That's why it's so hard to judge fights sometimes when it comes down to a boxing match with two tactical guys like this and they're boxing.
Indeed. By the way, we want to tell you that Juan Manuel Marquez vanished from the ring and has gone immediately to his dressing room. Our Max Kellerman is headed to the Marquez dressing room right now to try to get a word with Juan Manuel, who obviously was upset with the decision and with the loss. Timothy Bradley mentioned, I'm one of the top 3 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. His goal is to become the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He's unbeaten now in 31 fights, official record 31-0. Only 12 knockouts. It's so difficult for him to achieve what he wants with an absence of the kind of punching power that most world-class fighters have.
Yeah, it's very difficult, because when you say pound for pound, you look for a little bit of everything. You look for speed, you look for power, you look for offense, you look for defense, you look for aggression, you look for being able to box while you retreat. You look for everything. With 12 knockouts in 31 fights, you feel like the power is really not there in the punches yet. However, he is a very powerful kid, though, so I think with the right time, he can learn to be a puncher. But if he wants to reach the top of that pound-for-pound list, he'll have to go to the gym and put some time in becoming a power puncher.
He's 30 years old. I mean, he has a really well-defined fighting style. It's hard for me to imagine that is going to improve. On the other hand, of course, Floyd Mayweather doesn't flash a lot of punching power in the ring. I think he could if he wanted to take more risks. Bradley takes risks, just doesn't have the big power to pay him off.
Well, he probably could have the power if he didn't use his heart so much. As you see with Bradley, when he gets hit, he don't care how hard he hits you, he just wants to hit you back. Whereas a technical fighter or a pound-for-pound type guy who knew he had power, like me, if you hit me, I'm going to try to break your jaw. So it was a little bit different in the way Timothy sees it and the way some of us saw it.
Just one final thought. Jim Lampley, for all his years boxing commentating, he still hasn't learned what Floyd Mayweather's been trying to tell him. Skills pay the bills. Power is not the be-all, end-all. Look at Floyd Mayweather. He hasn't gotten knockouts in his last. So he's got 1 knockout against Victor Ortiz, which you could call a cheap shot. And that was a situation where Victor Ortiz just wasn't paying attention, and Mayweather nailed him. And Floyd doesn't. He's not gifted with natural power. Sometimes power is something you get naturally. It's not something you're born with. Timothy Bradley's not born with uh, huge power punches. But he's born with excellent boxing skill, speed, and he's got a very high boxing IQ. And that's all you need is boxing IQ to be pound for pound #1.